Week 1, Module 2. So the topic for this module is Introduction to Veterinary Nursing and Technology, Law and Ethics. Okay, every module is going to look the same, so you'll see the major topic at the top. You will have due dates for any graded assignments. And then the submodules here will all be the same. So at the top, you'll see reading assignments. Your first reading assignment for this module, we're starting in McKernan's Clinical Textbook for Veterinary Technicians. This is Chapter 1. You'll find that I often have supplemental reading materials or links and things here that are just different ways of looking at the material or supplemental reading material that will be helpful. So here is a Veterinary Technician Code of Ethics. Look that over. Veterinary Technician Oath. And then I've also plugged in some information there specifically about our program. So our program learning outcomes and technical standards for veterinary science technology programs. So the whys of what we teach you and the classes and curriculum that we have. Okay. And also I have a good document there about what it takes to become a credentialed veterinary technician. So a lot of the times these other reading materials I have here, it could be infographics, it could be a quick read. It's going to be something that's going to help you kind of put together the information. So do take time to look them over. Presentations are always going to come next. So presentations, I will always post the full PowerPoint presentation, and then I usually try and break it down into a couple presentations for you with voiceover. So chapter 1 is pretty dense in McKernan's. So there's part 1 and part 2. And just make sure you kind of pace yourself and that you're plugging away at things all week long. So there are 2 discussions for this module. And all to do with ethics. So when we talk about ethics, research animals is something that comes up, right? And euthanasia is also a very big topic. Euthanasia we will talk about later in the semester, but this is going to kind of get discussions going on that. So one tip for dealing with lots of discussions, or just discussions in general, is to get in the habit of looking at the discussion prompt before you even read the required chapter, those supplemental materials, watching videos and things like that required. Read through this to see what is actually being asked of you, what the prompts are, and these can act as a good kind of get yourself organized, help you pull out information, and just kind of make discussions maybe a little easier, less daunting. And so even, I said this in the previous module, but get in the habit of trying to kind of look at course material as soon as you can early in the week, coming up with a plan of attack and start on things. And that might just be going into the course and taking a look at those discussion prompts. That might be the first thing that you do in this class. Okay. Assignments will always come next. You'll see a prompt when you go in there for that. That's a case study. A lot of the different assignments I have answer keys, and those open up the day after the due date for them. Week to week, I provide study resources, so often there'll be a Quizlet, a Kahoot, and then sometimes there's other study resources provided as well, all based on the material and to help you prepare for the final exam. Okay, and the last thing listed is going to be a quiz if there is. So this is quiz number 1. If you click on it, you're going to get quick little information. So it'll tell you what it's based on. So McKernan's Chapter 1. And then there's 10 questions on this quiz. I did get one email, just a question about the format of quizzes and exams. It's all multiple choice or true and false. So that's what you can expect going forward in my class. For quizzes, they are untimed, so you are encouraged to use the materials, use your textbook, look up those answers, use that to your benefit. when it comes to the final exam, that will be closed and it will be timed, and you will get more information on that closer to the end of the course. All right. Reach out to me through email should you have any questions, or look at that discussion board that is posted Monday through Friday of this week.